Sergei Pavlovich versus Curtis Blaydes takes place this weekend in the main event of UFC Vegas 71. Pavlovich versus Blaydes, and I don't feel well today. I have the sniffles. Here's an example. You could turn the volume off for a second here, because I'm going to have to do it throughout this video. I'm sorry. It's an only way I can actually breathe. But let's talk about this fight here. Sergei Pavlovich, Curtis Blaydes, two top guys in the heavyweight division. The winner of this one should arguably get a title shot. At worst, they have to get one more against some top guy above them, probably Sergei, because he hasn't faced any of these guys yet, and he took no damage against Jones, so at best, that's what they're going to do. But I think the winner of this should just get a title shot. It'll be 4 straight for whoever wins this one. And both of these guys are currently on 3-fight winning streaks, as where Pavlovich beat Shamil, Blaydes beat Rosenstruik. And I get it. If you're picking Curtis Blaydes to win this one, you're most likely looking at the Overeem fight and saying, oh, Blaydes will do that. Blaydes beat Overeem. Blaydes trains with Overeem. And I get it. He does. But as of recently, earlier in his career, Blaydes used to be a monster at wrestling. Take you down, smash you. Done. Easy. Easy work. He's not the same. I just don't think he's the same since his loss to Derek Lewis. Yeah, he kind of out-grappled Volkov, but he didn't really look great. He gassed out in that fight in the later rounds. Dos Santos, he got the finish. The last person he really out-grappled and destroyed was Shamil Abdurakhimov. That's where he got a great performance. And it's Shamil. It's Shamil Abdurakhimov. An old guy. Pavlovich slept him. You know? That's who you beat. I know he destroyed Justin Willis, but he couldn't get the finish. So if people are saying finish here for Blaydes, it's kind of delusional. And the Rosenstruik fight is just... Yeah, he won 3 rounds to nothing. He wins. Pretty clearly won the fight. But he didn't look good. He just didn't look good at all. So I don't see him winning this one. I don't. I think he'll lose this one. He beat Chris Daukaus, but again, it's Chris Daukaus. You know, nothing too special. That fight didn't even make sense in the first place. They just made it. I think to save a main event of a card, they were just like, Daukaus Blaydes, boom, done. I just don't see him winning this one. Pavlovich is better than Daukaus. Aspinall, I think he's better than Aspinall on the feet. I'll be honest with you there. Aspinall gets hit a lot, and he does take shots, and he's a little bit overconfident on the feet. Ground game of Aspinall and Pavlovich is different level. But Pavlovich, 50-50 with Aspinall, and Blaydes won because of a knee injury. But the Rosenstruik fight, Rosenstruik didn't get held down and smashed like people keep thinking. He could game back up, but at moments landed flying knees, but it didn't work out for him, and he lost a decision. If he did a little bit more damage, he probably would have won that fight. If he just did some damage, but he didn't do any. Blaydes wins. You know? I don't think he wins this. I really don't. Derek Lewis slept him. He didn't get one takedown against Lewis and Daukaus. He didn't get one takedown. He didn't shoot one takedown against Daukaus, and Daukaus was landing. Close round 1 against Daukaus on the feet. And I get it, he probably didn't... And Daukaus was a KO puncher coming in there. And that's how Blaydes reacted. No takedowns. No nothing. He just tried to land... His goal was just to outland Daukaus at range. And he won the round slightly with the better shots. But... And more of the landed shots, obviously, because Daukaus kind of missed most of his, except for a few. But he didn't shoot one takedown, and he eventually got the KO. But he didn't shoot one takedown against Daukaus. He didn't shoot one takedown against Lewis. And Lewis figured him out. I don't see him winning this one. Couldn't destroy Lewis. Spivak dominated Lewis. Same with DC. I know DC's different, and heavyweight and light heavyweight skills are a lot different. But Blaydes couldn't get the takedown. You know? He dominated Overeem, but it's just different times. Pavlovich took that fight against Overeem on short notice in his debut. The big moment against Alistair Overeem. You know? The veteran himself, Alistair. Who knows what he's going to do to me. I think Pavlovich is different now. I think he's on a roll. I think he's on a roll right now. He destroyed Tai Tuivasa easily. Whooped him in round 1. Whooped Derek Lewis. Whether the stoppage was bad or not, he still destroyed Lewis and was going to put him out cold afterwards. Let's be real. I know you guys don't like to admit it, Derek Lewis fans, but that's just what was going to happen. It's not like Lewis would have came back and knocked out Pavlovich like Pat Barry, Czech Congo style. That just wasn't going to happen. And he beat Shamil. Pavlovich is good. He's got a solid chin, so I don't see Blaydes having a moment where he cracks Pavlovich and shocks him like he did to Dawkins. Pavlovich is more calculated than Dawkins, better chin than Dawkins, way more fundamentally sounded than Dawkins, way better than Dawkins. I don't even want to picture a Pavlovich-Dawkins fight. Dawkins would get absolutely murdered. He would die. Let's be real. Round 1. And before the Shamil fight, he beat Maurice Green, Marcelo Golm, so he's been winning fights. Not like he was on a losing streak, then he came back out of nowhere. He was winning fights, but then in 2021, he just had lots of cancellations, obviously. Not his fault, but, of course, because what happened around the world at the time. I think he'll beat Blaydes, though. I don't know if Pavlovich's takedown defense will even be tested here. I think Pavlovich will just smoke him on the feet. Blaydes has a bit of a chin issue as well. He's like the Corey Anderson. At the time when Blaydes has been at the top for a while now. Wicked. But, what's it called? When Corey Anderson was in the UFC, he was kind of chinny. But he had power, and most of his game was wrestling. Blaydes is kind of chinny, has power here and there, and more so his game is just wrestling based. Yeah. I just think he'll win this one. I think so. Blaydes is good, and the winner of this one versus... Yeah, he should get the title shot. Because you can't... Listen, I think Jones has to face one of these guys. If the Miocic fight doesn't happen, screw off. We're not waiting forever for that to happen. We just need to move on. And Jones can face the winner. But if Jones beats Miocic, I want to see him fight one more time against one of these guys. Because if Jones vacates the belt and leaves, who do you give the winner to this to? Especially if it's Pavlovich. You know? You can't give Miocic a title shot. You can't give Gon a title shot unless Aspinall just grinds up right away. I don't know who you can give it to. You can't give Ty a title shot. So Jones has to face one of these guys. I'm not saying these guys would beat Jones. They would have very good chances, though. I got Jones beat Gon, but I think Gon is just a little bit overrated, in my opinion. Especially on the ground. I know he was never rated, but still. And yeah. Pavlovich would probably have good takedown defense. Same with Blaydes. You can't really say Jones would outgrapple Blaydes. You kind of gone, but I don't know. I think Jones would pick him apart on the feet. But yeah, the winner of this one versus the winner of Jones Miocic. If it's Jones, if it's Miocic, do the rematch, and then it's just a mess again. Winner of this should just get a title shot, though. I think. Or Cyril Gane. But I want to see Gon Spivak. I think that's a fucking good fight for Gon. I think he should take that fight as well, because Spivak, it's not like Spivak will have a chance for a KO. Spivak will just grapple, and he's a good grappler, so it'd test Gon. I think Gon would get fucking destroyed, but you never know. But yeah, I think Pavlovich will win this one. 30 years old, coming into his prime. Not even. You know? Pavlovich has a good 5 to 6 years left. Even more. I don't even know why I said that. Blaydes is 32. Not bad, but it's just... Pavlovich got a 4-inch reach advantage as well. Made easy work of Ty and Lewis, who are worse than Blaydes, I think. Blaydes has got better footwork and he has more grappling. I get it. But it's just, you can't really pick Blaydes. And he hasn't been in there in a while. Pavlovich last fought in December. It's been 4 months. And Blaydes last fought in July. 9 months. 4 months, 9 months. And he didn't even nothing happened. It's been a year, basically, since Blaydes has been in there. He didn't even have a fight against Aspinall. I know he looked exposed. I know, he looked explosive early against Aspinall. I just don't see him winning. I think Pavlovich lays him out. Round 1 against the cage. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.